And like the people who loan you the money, the fact that they have money probably means that they know how best to use it. Well, then a lot of businesses are owned by people that just want to retire but can't get anyone to buy their business. But exactly, they want to retire, they can't get anyone to buy their business because somebody needs to take over to do the work. It's not just the business. Somebody has to like... I want to get rid of that. Right, like if somebody sells you a business, but there already are workers, then you don't do it. You don't have to do anything. But if somebody is looking to retire, they're selling you the business, but you have to find somebody to do that work. Either you do that work yourself, or you have to hire someone to do that work. That cancels that. Right, let's say there's a, I don't know, a restaurant. The chef wants to retire. They sell you the restaurant. But the restaurant isn't really worth anything without the chef. I mean, it's worth something. It's worth the building, I guess. The building, the brand. But you need a chef to cook in order to make money from the restaurant. Right, so like you still have to do that work. I want a button there. And the thing is, like, the part I'm worried about, I mean, I don't know if you care about me being worried about your plans, but the part I'm worried about is that you say you're gonna borrow money to buy businesses, right? Roland says you obviously would have to do the work until you hire someone else. Yeah, and even when you hire someone else, you need to make sure you make more money than you spend on this, on their wages. I personally have investments, right? I invest my money, and I get money for basically doing nothing because I invested it. But the thing is, the money I get from my investments would be less than the interest rates if I borrowed that money. The only reason I can afford to do that is because I had money in the first place. So if you already have money, it's a solid plan. Do you invest in the stock market? Indirectly. I invest in I put money in an investment fund. So the investment fund invests in the stock market. It's an indexed fund, an index fund, if you're familiar. A lot of people have those as kind of like retirement funds. And I guess I do too, as my retirement fund, I guess. But again, like the money I gain from that would be less than what I would have to pay in interest if I had to borrow that money. And the only reason I can I can invest is because I had the money to start with and I'm not borrowing it from someone else. Roland says, I'm quite familiar with the stock market. Alright, well I've got money in an index fund. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And subtract. And that subtracts. Two, three, four, 5. Oh, that's not good. Let me get across there. Roland says the thing that's different with buying a business is that if you buy a profitable one, you'll be making money the day you buy it, so you can start paying back your loan. No, but that's the thing. If it is profitable, why would they sell it to you instead of just keeping the profits? Like, people don't let go of a good thing usually. And before you said people looking to retire. If they're profitable but they're looking to retire, the moment they retire, it's no longer profitable because the guy who's earning the money just retired. There's always a catch. The button's there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And oh, this is gonna be I guess there. Well, no, because no, I guess there. Oops. 2, 3, 4. And that one, and cut that. Oh, why is that 5? Wait a minute. Oh, because of this. Okay. Crap. Crap. Roland says besides people that want to retire, there are people called serial entrepreneurs that all they do is start businesses and sell them when they get bored. No, Roland, Roland, it's not. They don't sell businesses when they get bored. Their money-making scheme is they start a business and then make it look better than it actually is. But there's no long-term profits, right? Like, one of these tricks is you start a business and then you sell things at a low price. right? You sell things for cheap, and so then you get a lot of customers. And then once you have a lot of customers, you raise the price a bit for a little while, and your customers are still coming to you because they, you have the brand going, you have the customer loyalty going. And then like for maybe like 1 or 2 quarters, you are profitable. And then you sell the business, and then it stops being profitable. Because you see how that works? Like you pump up the brand, you ride the brand for a while you raise the price, and then when you have the price and the customers, you get the numbers. Roland, Tesla is started by a very smart engineer. Tesla is started by a really smart engineer, which is why I was going to suggest that you go to university and study engineering, Roland. I'm glad you brought up Tesla. Tesla is a great idea. Roland, Tesla is successful because of Elon Musk. Elon Musk owns most of Tesla. What am I doing here? I'm gonna take that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look, all I'm gonna say is a really smart engineer made Tesla successful. And I think, I mean, I don't know if you're as smart as Elon Musk, but I think you are smart enough to also become successful if you become an engineer, a smart engineer. What am I doing here? 1, 1, man, this is really complicated. 1, 1, that locks there, and that cuts there, great. But Roland, if you're gonna buy a mediocre business from somebody else and turn it into something very successful, you need to be the person who is smart enough to make it successful. Do you see what I mean? You see what I'm saying? It's not like... None of this stuff happens by itself. It's because, like, somebody smart made it happen. Like, the trick is not buying the mediocre business. The trick is making it successful. Like, that's the hard part. I wanna... Crap. That's not gonna work, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, that's not gonna work. Unless maybe I pull this back. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's unfortunate. Or is it? Let me move that back there, move that back there. Move that there. Oops. Nope. There, got it. And I need to like stop streaming soon. Let me finish this real quick. Roland says, so did you sell during the start of the corona drop in the stock market? No. No, I didn't. I am in this for the long term. I did consider. I considered selling with Trump's trade war. I considered selling with the corona. But ultimately, no, it's a retirement fund, as I said. It's not something I need right away, and it's not something that I'm looking to earn fast money with. Alright, so we're at the junction. This is 1-1, or supposed to be 1-1. Alright, let's go set this to 5-5. Make sure everything works. Oh, let me just demolish this. Are you in the United States, Roland? Again, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Like, I don't want to like pry into private things. I'm just thinking like, how much would it cost you to go to university? I live in New Zealand, by the way. You're in the States. Well, yeah, no, I can't. I mean, I can't really fault you for not going to college because it's so expensive in the United States. I live in New Zealand, and it's not nearly as expensive here. I mean, fair enough, you know. If you had free college, I would definitely recommend harder that you go to free college. It's a real shame. I can't believe the United States is so bad with education. Let's see, 5-5. Alright, good. Let me break at the next junction. Oh, was that 1-5? Oh, that was 1-5. Alright, good. So I finished rewiring all this. I'm gonna have to end the stream real soon. Let me just reset all of this, and then next week, I do this every weekend, Roland. Next weekend, I'm gonna test to make sure that loop 1 is all wired correctly, and then we move on to loop 2. Let me go ahead and reset this first. What type of government does New Zealand have? It's just a constitutional monarchy. We used to be part of the British Empire. Constitutional monarchy, so it's a democracy. But technically the queen is still the sovereign. And we have a democracy because the sovereign never uses her sovereign powers. We still have a queen, technically. Yes, we choose our leaders. We choose our prime ministers. The prime minister is the executive. Technically the queen can take over, but she never does. And if the queen does try to take over, there would probably be a revolution. So let's not do that. So everybody just agrees not to do that, and then we have a democracy. It's a little strange that there's still a queen, but we are a democracy. Like it's not really congruent. But because nobody wants to actually go through the trouble. I mean, a revolution is a lot of trouble, right? It's a lot of work, and nobody wants to do it really. So as long as everybody agrees not to trample on each other's rights or anything, then we just let it be. Alright, I'm gonna have to end the stream here for today, Roland. I will see you next week if you want to come back. I'm out.